So I'm going to use today a mishmash of colours. These are all just Winsor & Newton colours that I've squeezed out. And as you can see, it's a little bit messy. Not going to worry too much about it. But what I'm going to do is get some browns. And I am just going to do some lovely stone shapes with them. I'm going to add some colours in there with it. So just all sorts of browny colour stone shapes. Just letting the colours mix. I'm going to add a little bit of blue in there. I always like blue and brown. I think it looks really good together. I'll drop in some darker colours into the stones that I've already got here, just to give them a bit more depth. They look a bit flat otherwise if they're just one colour. Give them a bit more dimension. Moving down the page, I'm going to add some of that blue again. And I'm just going to darken these up a little bit. Just add by adding some different blues in there, just to see what happens. Maybe a bit of blue into some of these colours. See how that looks. Just for a bit of fun, really. Dabbing it on, not worrying too much about it. Letting the colour granulate and spread as it moves around the page. And in the blue ones, I might just add a little bit of this yellow ochre. Give them a bit of dimension, a bit of difference. I quite like how that's looking now. Sort of the blue and the brown have turned to sort of like a muddy green. Mostly artists are a bit fearful of the muddy kind of colours, but I quite like them. I think they work quite well. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. So I'm just going to add some more layers, grabbing my paint again, having a look at the colours that I've used. And I think I'm just going to do some big, round, I need it darker than this, round kind of circles on the page, just layering over the top of what I've already done. Just scattering them around here and there, utilising a bit of that negative space by adding these same kind of links over the top, sort of half on, half off page. Quite like the way they look. Just gives it a bit more definition, you know, you're building up a picture here. I think I'm going to leave it at that because you know what I'm like. I really just want to fill the page up and it's just going to ruin it. I've got some gold ink here and a selection of pens. I'm just going to embellish my painting. I think it's dry now. So I'm just going to add some marks using this gorgeous gold, which is so adorable to use. Really adds that bit of glitz when your painting's looking all dull and lifeless. Just add a bit of this ink and you'll be well away. So I think I'm going to do the same marks on all of these patterns here, just because I want to. Give it a bit of a uniform kind of look. You might want something more random, that's fine, because it depends what mood you're in. Got loads of ideas whirling around your head, then you just want to get them down, don't you? Or if you've got one of those days where you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, then you might just stay with a uniform look just because it's easier and you just want to have a bit of fun without the stress of worrying about it. So I have all sorts of days. Some days I don't want to paint, days I want to do it all day and I haven't got the time. So what about you? Do you struggle to find time to do it? If you've got plenty of time, you just find it difficult to get the ideas, or you've got plenty of ideas and you produce lots and lots of lovely work. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what your experience of your art is. Everybody's experience is different to the next. I mean, I've been to art classes and we're all drawing or painting the same thing. But it's amazing when you look at the end how people's perception piece of art is completely different to the next person. I love it. Just makes it so interesting. So I'm just going to embellish some of these stones with the gold, just because I can. Just doing whatever comes into my mind, really. Nobody's going to tell me off. I'm getting it wrong. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I thought of somebody telling me off, telling me I'm getting it wrong, I think. So let me know what your arty journey's about, what you've been up to. Okay, I am going to have to stop now because I'm just going to cover it with this gold. Okay, I've got a black fine liner and I'm just going to add some marks to the page. Just outlining some of these gold marks here and then just adding some little lines across, just in sort of like a semicircle shape, and continuing round all of these shapes. A white Posca pen, 0.7mm, and I'm just going to make some marks on some of these little shapes here. Going to peel away the tape to reveal the piece. So here goes. Let's start over this end. I don't know why it doesn't want to peel that way. Maybe it's this tape. Okay, so just peeling it off, trying to be careful. I don't want a ripped piece. So just the last bit to go. And there you have it, a beautiful little watercolor piece. I hope you've enjoyed that. I really have, and I hope you get to try. Really easy to do, as you saw there. So, okay, see you soon.